Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Jerm here. As you guys can see up on the screen, today I want to talk a little bit about Muln Automotive Incorporated. This is ticker symbol MULN for those of you who are not familiar. And this stock had a pretty good day today, up 3.25%, getting Muln all the way up to $1.27 to end the week after starting today at $1.23. Now, that's good. Obviously, being up 3.25 is a good day, but this does suck in some ways, considering earlier today this thing was as high as $1.40 and then just kind of sold off and sold off and sold off as the day went on. And then even after hours, we're down another 0.79%. But again, when you take a look at the broader market, Dow Jones was down over 1% today. S&P was down over 1.5%. NASDAQ was almost down 2.5%. Russell was down 0.77%. So the fact that Mullen was green at all today, even though it gave up some of its intraday gains, is still a very, very good sign. It was heavily outperforming the market. It was green on an overall red day for the market. So this is a very, very good sign. And in this video today, we're going to be going over all the latest for Mullen Automotive. And the biggest thing of today for Mullen was this. This is from Yahoo Finance. The fact that Mullen Automotive CEO David Mishry was to be featured on Benzinga's All Access series. David Mishry, CEO and chairman of Mullen Automotive, was to be interviewed Friday, June 3rd, 2022 at 11 a.m. Eastern. Obviously, that was today. And yeah, so they announced he was going to be on this. Benzinga's All Access show is a hub for discovering the latest trending stocks and investment opportunities, and where individual investors get front row access to live CEO interviews, due diligence presentations, and QAs with company leadership. So this was very, very cool. Obviously, just getting an announcement like this. And obviously, sometimes interviews can be really good things. Sometimes they can be bad news, especially live interviews. You never know what they're going to say. You never know how everyone's going to react to it. You never know how the stock market and investors are going to react to it. But every once in a while, you can get big tidbits of information. Every once in a while, you can get a great interviewer who's asking very, very good questions and getting a ton of great info, because, you know, it's not every day that obviously CEOs of these very big or very popular whatever companies are actually speaking to the masses and speaking to media and stuff like this. So obviously, how did this interview go? What did we find out? And here was one of the bigger things. This is from the Mullen subreddit. Here is it. I don't know. Here it is. F500 talking about the Fortune 500 company, good PR. And here is a 3-minute clip from this interview where David Mishry talks about some of the biggest stuff from this interview. Now, this clip kind of sucks because it's very, very small. And the reason it's so small is this guy recorded it on his phone vertically. So the video is like on a vertical phone, but it's this giant square where the video is like this big. Kind of shitty, but you know, if you just listen, kind of pay attention, you'll be able to hear the good stuff. So here is David Mishry.
Conversation. It's a pilot program, and I can say that we initiated that program, meaning we made the delivery on May 12th, and the customer has put the van into its pilot program, and the customer has reported to us that they are pleased with the performance to date, and we expect to share details of the pilot program with our investors in the coming weeks. So we're pretty excited about it. So everything's moving along exactly as planned.
I didn't expect that answer.
So a lot of big stuff there. Again, everything's moving exactly as planned. They started this all off on May 12th. The team, or the Fortune 500 company they're working with, is very, very happy. Things are all going according to plan. A lot of good news, a lot of very, very good things being said here about by David Mishry about the partnership or deal or whatever that's in place between Mullen and this mystery Fortune 500 company. Now, again, there will still be a lot of naysayers, a lot of people out there who say, hey, talk is cheap. We keep hearing, oh, it's this crazy deal. Oh, it's this Fortune 500 company. Oh, everything's going so great. Well, why are we not hearing more? Who is this company? What are the details? How much money? What's the length? What's the scale? What are the different agreements and stuff here? That's the things that we're going to be able to invest off of. We can't just invest off of like, oh, what we think it is or how cool it sounds or whatever. We need to actually see some stuff. And I think that's a good news that hopefully we will actually be getting to hear some more concrete stuff about this soon. And David Mishry goes into that further.
I'll be honest with you. But we are going to find out one of these days or one of these weeks who this mystery company is, and what the nature of their order is.
Absolutely. We're actually working on the PR with them as we speak.
All right. Then I guess it's still wait and see mode. let me ask you about that announcement. Will that announcement have details about the size of their order and the orders versus delivery timeline?
Everything will be in that PR. Where we're pretty excited about it. We've been working on this for over a year. Okay, this is not something that just transpired overnight. This has been
Right.
a very long time in the making.
So that's crazy to hear that they've been working on this for over a year or whatever. But also to hear that we are going to find out everything about this deal. Now, he doesn't really say yes or no to the interviewer's question, which sometimes is something to make note of, but he does say we're going to find out everything. So hopefully that means we're going to find out the total scope, the amount of vehicles, the length, the amount of money that Mullen's going to be getting, and then obviously who this company is and the full details of everything, which is what is ultimately going to matter in the long run for investors, for the stock. How much potential does this deal have? Obviously, with the stock, you're interested about how much money the company is going to be making or what the potential monetary value for this company is. And then again, whatever this deal ends up being, if it goes well, it also obviously opens up the door to an extension or a broadening of the deal going forward in the future. And then obviously if it goes bad, that could come crashing down. That could be really bad for Mullen in a lot of ways. It could really hurt their chances of getting future deals and future orders and contracts and all that stuff. But a lot of cool things that Mystery's saying in this interview. You guys should definitely check out this All Access sponsored by Ticker with Benzinga. Obviously, again, I think the interviewer did a good job diving deep into these topics and asking some good questions. And again, getting the good info out of Mystery. Overall, I think this was a success. And even just getting this little clip here where he says we're going to find out everything. There's a year in the making. We're working on the PR right now. We're going to find out soon. This is something people have been very, very interested in, and this is something people have been wondering about. So I think that is very, very cool. Another thing I did want to talk about, I don't want to make the whole video just about that interview, but another thing I did want to talk about is that the Vanguard Total Fund raised its position in Mullen by 716% during quarter one of 2022. Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund filed on Tuesday an N-Port P form disclosing ownership of 958,351 shares of Mullen by the end of the first quarter. The fund had closed 2021 owning 117,454, which represents an increase of almost 716% quarter over quarter. In addition, Vanguard's Extended Market Index Fund added Mullen shares during the first quarter. VEX MX reported on Tuesday that closed quarter one 2022 owning 122,000 shares of Mullen, with the holdings valued at $300,000 based on the $297 closing price on the last day of the quarter. The fund had disclosed owning 68,000 shares by the end of 2021, which is an increase of 78%. So there's all these different kinds of funds and ETFs and different things that are increasing their stake in Mullen, as is the kind of executive team and a lot of insiders in the company of Mullen itself and a lot of these other big name financial institutions. It seems like there is more and more people really starting to rally behind what Mullen and David Mystery are doing here. And again, that doesn't mean it's for sure going to be a home run, doesn't mean it's for sure going to be a slam dunk, but I think those are ultimately very, very good signs to see at the end of the day. And we'll have to see once this Fortune 500 PR actually gets put out, what the full kind of details of this deal are, so we can actually evaluate it and kind of put that into our investment thesis going forward. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about MULN. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hope to catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.